Hi, I'm Siki, and you're welcome to SikiCast. Today on SikiCast, we will be talking about different things. In fact, we just have conversation on a couple of things. One being Rust. As you all know, I use Rust in my knife programming. I'll also be using another programming language called Jai. And the other product will be showcasing down here, which is Cosmos. But for today, we'll have conversation on these things and see how I integrate these stuffs, and mostly about Jai though. But before then, Rust Africa, I think, is having an hackathon. I think it will be wise or it would be nice to bring this up. Not trust, Rust Africa. Yep. This is their GitHub link. Forgotten the URL. It's also their YouTube channel. I'm not interested in YouTube channel. Okay. Let's go to their Rust Africa's what do you call it? LinkedIn page. Before that, okay, useful resources. Okay, let's go to the full LinkedIn page. I'm already signed in now. Hold on. Wait, tell me again. It's too bad. Guys, give me a second. Let me accept this dedication. Okay. Guys, I think I'm back. Yeah. So Russian Africa just announced a hackathon. I think this will be the first Russian Africa hackathon. I'm not sure, but I think this might be the first one. Here are the details. I think areas in where they are looking for is AI, developer tools, embedded systems, IoT, fintech, and more. There will be judges and all that. For full details, I think this will be the let's go to the website, the web link. I think my internet is not also fast. I was looking for their link, Rust Africa Ghana. So see, there's a price of what do you call it, $3,000. I say plus more. For me, I don't know. I'm thinking of participating in this hackathon, but I'm kind of looking at what to build because I have already something I'm working on already, and from what I kind of am hearing, it has to be a whole new product. You can't actually bring in a product that is existing. It has to be a whole new product. So let's see. Before then, I think when it's starting, that's 2026. So I think from January down. So if you look at things, fintech, AI and development tool, infrastructure, connectivity, climate, sustainability, embedded system and IoT, unmaintained crates. So unmaintained crates, like I think that part is like you have to go, um, you'll have to go, um, you will have to go pick an unmaintained crate that maybe might be slightly popular or very useful to a lot of people, and kind of start working on improving the crates, updating a lot of things and all those stuff. So I think that is one thing. They have points. I think this one is, they say 100 points. Scaling across 5 categories, which is technical quality, that has that what do you call it, 30 points. Innovation, that has what do you call it, 20 points. This means you have to submit your code. This okay, not this ball. I think I was thinking of bringing one of my projects down, like starting one of my new ideas down, but since I'm submitting my code, this will be challenging. But I'll look for something else to work on. So impact and relevancy. Okay. Then what we talk about, what do you call it, usability and design, presentation. Okay, not bad. So looking at things, I think, yeah, it's starting on the third on the 3rd of January, and that's the event. Fourth, it's open for submission, registration or submission or registration. Hackathon begins on the 4th. So that's it. Prize pool, first position, that will be 1,005. Second, 1,000 USD. Third, that will be 500. I'll look for something to do on this project. At least if I win this, I'll get. I could invest in a very good internet, so I could do live streams, like full live streams. Okay, let's see. This is cool. So I think I have already shared this. Let me save this picture. I think I like this picture. Let me save so I can properly share. Okay, just put it there. Okay, so I think this is one of the things I wish to share share today, or talk about today. Let's look at Rust Africa's. Okay, not bad. These are the participants. West Africa were located in. Some people say the Rust community is like a cult. I understand why they say it's like a cult. There are a lot of community participations and all of those things. People are super juiced up, as if they as if they were injected with some cocaine or some hard drugs, and they're just longing for it. It's cool. People just love the technology. People just love the language. Okay, I think this is one thing I wish to discuss. There's one thing I wish to discuss today. The second thing I wish to discuss, that will be Cosmos. Hold on, let me see if I'm actually I'm recording. So second thing which I wish to discuss with Cosmos. Cosmos will be in my workspace. Circuit lab. No, not circuit cast. Circuit lab. Okay. CD Cosmos. I think I do have a README on Cosmos, don't I? Let me split my screen here. Let me push this down here. Alt A CD. So as I've said before, Cosmos is a project, an experimental project I'm really working on. In fact, this is like my grand idea, to build a super app that does virtually everything, but it is not a Web2 app. It is not. It is a Web3 stroke Web4 app. I think Manum just a Web4 app. It's not built on a Bitcoin, what do you call it, a blockchain, but it is built on. It should to be built on a decentralized distributed network, where the user have control over its own data, from e-commerce to everything, and it's built to be. It's something I'm working on to for it to be adaptable, for it to grow as uh, maybe it could introduce plugins and all of that. I'm using a plugin architecture for now. I'm thinking of switching it to some sort of what I say, micro kernel like architecture. But now, for now, it's a plugin architecture. Let me. I don't know if I have notes in my README. But let me see. Okay, I do have some notes in my README. Oh, it has some few components like core. That will be identity. These are the roadmaps I set. I think they might change in the future. They might change in the future for better readability. Let me just keep it like this. They might change in the future. So what I will want to implement on this is with this is a lot of things. It's like this is my, well, I call it, well, I say, if I say holy grail, would that make sense? Maybe a holy grail or something of my own app, because it involves a lot of things. I have to deal with cryptography. I have to deal with multi-account, which I call spaces. So I want to, just like you have Cosmos as something relating to the universe and the galaxies, we'll also want to have spaces. Spaces could be like workspaces, but in this case, space is like the typical space we know from the what do you call it, universe or something. When we have a plugins are just a way to extend the feature of the app. Permissions are typically a way for the users to maybe manage which plugin has access to which event. This is also an event-driven system, but in this case it's a local event-driven system, where the event does not really go out everywhere. In fact, it actually goes out when you want to share stuff with somebody outside. And this is not just only Web3. I'll be creating a plugin that connects Web2 to this platform, connects Web2 to this what do you call it, to Cosmos, so that people can slowly migrate to Web 3 or Web 4. Because what I noticed, people just go all on, oh, Bitcoin, you have to use this, you have to use that, you can't touch Web 2 and all of that. But using a plugin, I want to give access to Web 2. So in case somebody is on Nev and might want to still use Cosmos, it can actually use Nev or listen to Nev events coming from Nev on the, what do you call it, on the app. Maybe integrate with some bank payments and something like that. We want to do all of that. This project will, for me, I think before a proper alpha will be out, it will span maybe 2 or 3 years. Let me say maybe before a proper beta will be out, it will span 2 or 3 years, if possible more, self. Because I really want to sit my ass down and draft this project very well. I will be building it in Jai for now. In fact, let me show you the code base. Uh, um, let me show you the code base. So I think I just started some few things. There's nothing much in here. There's nothing much in here. I just started mapping out the architecture and playing around with code. I want to map out the API for the core. So this has a core. The way I want the architecture to be like, it's like, let me do this here and open the readme here. So the way I want the architecture to be like, it to be like you have a central core, then you have plugins, to extend the feature of the app. And you could have okay, before the core you could have let me say the UI engine. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but some people call it UI launcher, but let me just call it UI engine. It's a very simple architecture, not anything much. Engine, something like this. All of these things communicate. All of these things communicate with events. So there is no direct interconnection. What do you call it? Direct connection. The all UI will listen to event and update its own state. The core itself will listen to, it will be responsible for permissions and all of this, and maybe publication. So the only link is the core, and the API for the core, it's very simple. This is what I'm looking at. So we have, forgive me, I don't have Jai linting, or what I call it, is it linting or highlighting, or I don't know, formatting, no, linting on what do you call it, I don't know, just good editor formats, color formatting and all of those things. So we don't have, so that is what so this is what the API entails. We have a startup, something to start it up. Maybe this will do initialization of the necessary initialization. We'll check if the account has been created, or if this is the first time the user is using the app, or if the user has used it before, login. We also have shutdown, just in case the user is closing the app. We want to clean every memory. This is a manually memory managed, like the memory is being managed manually. I think it's compared to Rust, where they kind of have some borrow, what they call it, ownership borrow system, but this is manual memory management. I kind of find manual memory management fun as compared to things like garbage collection and collectors who manage memory for you, and in a way Rust, because they give you freedom to do whatever you need to do. You have to just check if you are not making a mistake or leaking anyone's race. And currently now, I think with Jai, there is even a tool Jonathan Blow is currently working on, where he you can use to kind of observe your application, both at compile time and also run time. Um, I think you can use to check for memory leaks and all those other stuffs. I think that is the best approach. Give the people freedom, but provide them with a tool to kind of be able to detect when there is a memory leak or some sort of anomalies in the code. So I think that's it. And another one now will be so the next this thing will be shut down for graceful shutdown, maybe when the application wants to shut down. Then the other one will be publish. So this is a handle that I think a handle that both the UI and any plugin uh, on the application will have in order to be able to publish an event. When we have a query, so query, you can query a state, the current state of reality in the app. When I mean state of reality, is just the database or the whatever has been storing stuff. For now, I'm thinking of exploring. I'm exploring. Should I create my own local database in the what they call it on the application, or should I modify somebody's own? But there's this guy, Eskil Stimberg, something like that. Um, he is working on something similar. It's a game developer. I think I don't know what a graphics developer. He's working on something similar, and I like his idea of storage. He's trying to kind of work on what do you call it? An in-memory storage where the storage is being loaded to memory and making it fast and very swift. So I'm thinking of I will be following that development of that project and seeing what I can borrow from it in terms of the storage side of things. Then we also have I think that will be all. This is just the API itself. I think I might also add another thing down here, because we want to have storage in the sense that like a key value store, we also want to have a file storage. So I might have to add that down. Maybe file kind of storage system, but I don't know. This project is still at its very early stage, and there's a lot of things to be done. In fact, this roadmap is just for a pre-alpha, very early pre-alpha, to see, okay, look, I could do this, I could do that. So I think that is it. What else can I show down here? Nothing much. Okay, nothing much to show down there. I think on my main, this is what I'm kind of doing. We log in, we start up, we check for the what they call it, we check the status of the startup, we get a status back. We defer a shutdown. What else again? We check the status, if it is true, if it is okay. If it's not okay, then we return. Then we can do a publish. This is just for test. I really love Jai. I won't lie. I love Jai. I also like Rust. Jai, it covers a lot of things in which I really desire in a programming language. I want manually managed memory languages. I love them because they give me freedom. In fact, I've been doing JavaScript for a while now. Jumping into this space, I feel like I've been heavily restricted. After jumping into Rust, made me feel like, yeah, this was nice. I was kind of being a baby in JavaScript, but after jumping into Jai, I felt like, okay, Jai is also has its own niche, and I think I love that too. So for major prototypes, I think, or solid projects, I use Rust. But for major, what do you call it? For experimental stuff, I will be using Jai for the meantime, until Jai becomes fully public. This is what they call a closed beta, I think, which I have access to. I was opportune to have access to this, directly, not a second-hand access, but directly from, I think, Jablo himself, or will I say the company thereabout. So this project has a lot of potential. There's a lot of things I will want to do on this project. In fact, this is like my own baby, like my real. No, Nev is my first baby, but this is like my own super baby. You get? It's something I want to work on. On the long run, I hope to make this an operating system as well. That is how far this is going to go. So it could be like a, will I say, a 10-year old, like 10-year project, um, 10-year project or something like that. I want to make this an operating system or an execution environment. For now, I'm looking at WebAssembly because I want plugins to people could download plugins just like applications and enhance the core of Cosmos. Uh, so that's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what this project is about for now. Um, so looking at things, I think this is one of the things I want to discuss today. Um, Fortunately, we might not be coding much. Might not be coding much. I don't know. Okay. Um, so I think that is it. Okay. One more thing. I think I will want to announce that starting next year, in fact, starting this year actually, but from next year itself, I will be declaring myself as a hackathon hunter. I want to participate in a lot of hackathons, win a lot of prize, um, and I'm actually open for working on projects with people. In case you want to um, build a project in Rust and you need a partner, or in Java and you need a partner to work on it with you, I'm open for that. Um, as long as it's going to bring in money. I love money because right now I need money to have a very good setup for my stream. So I'm open for what do you call it? Working on projects with people. Um, Mostly Rust projects. In case anyone needs somebody to work on it, I don't like the typical employment system. Their system is messed up. So it's for gigs. I really want it, something that will kind of just give me a requirement and I go achieve the requirements. So I want to announce that and take that aside. I want to announce that I'm really going to be a hackathon hunter very soon. In fact, that would be like a dope nickname to have. So I just go hunt hackathons and work on them and see if I can win a prize. Everything I think on the hackathon side, I will stream. I think the next topic we'll be having will be the next thing, not topic. The next in the next stream we'll be talking about digital twins. This is one of my grand areas I really want to go in, and the reason why I really want to go into that, it's experimental. It is encompasses almost everything we do in computing. If you look at digital twin, you can look at what digital twin entails. You look at you have to deal with real-time networking, meaning networking is part of it. You have to do with graphics programming or 3D modeling of some sort to be able to maybe give a high level simulation of maybe data, because data cannot just be running in a spreadsheet or something. You need to simulate it, or high detailed graph or something like that So graphics programming will be needed on that session. And in order to inculcate with the real world, or let's say real world models or um, items, we will need to look at um, embedded systems. Embedded systems, you have to build work with sensors, devices. Then if you look at, because embedded system is not just digital twin is not just modeling and what do you call it, giving a digital model of an existing product or a new product that's going to come out, or a process. In this case, it also involves simulation. We want to know what happens if you introduce this to the system. We want to know if you remove this quantity of stuff, what happens, and all of that. So all of these things are very nice, and this simulation um, could be done by an AI, or a kind of artificial intelligence system or something like that, hooked up to the digital twin. So all of this, it's really fun. It's a fun project to play around with. And take that aside, it will also require a lot of domain knowledge. In the long run, I'll be working with domain experts to kind of just build down the system more like a framework and work with domain experts. So Nerve is at the core of all of those things, where events can come from, what do you call it, sensors can come from, IoT clients can come from, AI models, or can be subscribed by an AI model, can come from any system at all. Nerve is at the forefront of it. So that is why I'm also working on Nerve to push that. So in all, we have a very long journey to go on CKCast. And take that aside, on CKCast, we'll not just be talking about programming stuff. We'll also be talking about tech politics, whatever this is happening in the tech space, the ecosystem. For example, right now, OpenAI just declared code red because Gemini has actually surpassed them. Um, so we're talking about things like that. But for today, we just want to chill and just do this little stream. Please try and check out Rust Africa. It's a very dope community. And keep your eyes peeled on maybe future videos, because we'll be doing a lot of things. This is not I'm not really a fan of talking about languages in simple terms like people will do. Once you talk about Rust, where they will talk about it by building a to-do app. I want to build real world products with these things and enjoy myself with them. So if you are interested in things like this, very soon we will be having a proper stream where at least guys can talk. We can even be here 10 hours, 15 hours, and we talk and we insult each other, and we play, we do a lot of things. So please keep your eye peeled to what do you call it, Cast. So I think this will be me signing out.